Hi Zara, how are you doing today?
Hi, Tabish. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm great. And thank you for coming here and discussing our journey to pharmacy and how do we give the examination. So to all the viewers here we have Zara Kanjiwala, and she's an aspiring pharmacist who is trying to keep her foothold in Canada. She has done a graduation from India, that is her native country, and then post that she came to Canada to give her examinations for pharmacy and be a pharmacist. So I would just hand over everything to Zahra and would like to understand the journey from her. What were the pain areas, Zahra, when you first stepped into Canada and wanted to pursue your pharmacy or wanted to become a pharmacist in Canada?
So, my aim when I was coming to Canada was to give the exam. I did know briefly about, what needed to be done and what examinations we were there. But during the whole process, while I came here, I first had to study. I was studying something which was more industrial and not community pharmacy based or hospital pharmacy based. So I was doing that, and after that, I had to work just because I had to keep my immigration status valid, right? So I got into I was working as a pharmacy assistant at Walmart, which gave me an enlightenment on how things work here, which is very different from how things work in India. There are certain restrictions on medications and everything. So it gave me a good idea about how, things are, what medications are sold, what names they are sold. They're very generic. We don't have Panadol or stuff like that named here. They just have acetaminophen. So it was a very different insight. The exam. So I had friends giving that exam. They all are actually pharmacists now, but my journey was a little different. It took me a while to get there. I had a lot of distractions and uphills, downhills to get through the journey. So right now I am have taken the initiative in 2020 to get this process done with. So it's not as easy as it looks like. So you have to first, it starts with your documents evaluation. Anything, if you're a foreign student, any of you guys have to get your documents evaluated. If you are a B farm or a pharmacist in your country, you have to get your documents evaluated from PEBC, not from WES. WES is does not matter here. So they have their own accreditation, and all your documents have to go from your university to directly
So
to
Zara,
PEBC.
what is
Mhm.
PEBC? Because there will be new people, new students, aspiring students who doesn't know what is
Yeah.
PEBC. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
PBC is the examining body, which is Pharmacy Examination Board of Canada, that takes care of the process of, the documents till you become a pharmacist, and then you go to NAPRA. Okay, that is like all the pharmacists and technicians are under that body there. So PBC is only the examining body.
So, yeah, you were in the next step, like, first you have to do the document
Yeah.
evaluation. So now, once they evaluate the document from PEBC, what is the general tenure which takes it to get the documents evaluated?
They take a good 6 months. They say 4 to 6 weeks, but
Mm-hmm.
it can take longer. For me, it did take a bit long. And if they need
Okay.
any documents in between, they will email you. You have to send it. Your college needs to send it. And
Okay.
post-COVID, things are actually a little smooth that you don't have to go to your college in person. You can just apply a lot of things online and you get your certificate sent to them.
So what would be the next step post evaluation? Like, assuming that you have got your evaluation in 6 months' time, and now, you want to move ahead in the journey of your licensing. So what all you have done?
Once they say that your documents are evaluated and you're good to give your exam, so you go through
Yeah.
three main exams you have to go through. First one is the evaluating exam. This is mostly for, I'm saying, on the basis of international students, not the graduates who do it from here. So document
Right.
evaluation and evaluating exam is the two different steps that we have to do additional to the graduates from Canada itself. You have to give this evaluating exam, which has everything basically you studied in 4 years from your day one to like the last day of your university. So basically, you are doing everything. Syllabus is very vague. You have to get through the evaluation exam in order to get through the other exams. You have 4 years, 4 to 5 years of time in which you have to get this exam done in order to apply for the next one. And
Mhm.
you can only fail for maximum 4 times, and after
Oh,
that you are not going to be able to give this exam ever in your life. Like, so basically you can't become a
uh,
pharmacist in Canada if you fail the first exam more than 4 times.
so is there any tenure to retry, like in every month or maybe 6 months or maybe year?
I feel this is a very drawback that PBC only gives these exam every 6 months. So the exam will occur in January and June. That's it. They only occur twice a year. If the person is comfortable enough, they can give the exam in 6 months. If not, they have to wait the year.
So as I could understand, you mentioned first part is evaluation. Post the evaluation is done successfully, we move to the examination. So when
Yeah.
it comes to examination, there are two parts of the examination. Am I right over there?
Yeah, they both are MCQs, but the first one
Okay,
is they call it the evaluating exam. The second one
okay.
is more like a clinical and a detailed based exam, just like sticking to pharmacy.
Yeah.
The first exam is pretty vague, like it will have general sciences as well. So
So
that's
if
how
you
it's
don't
named.
clear the first one, you'll not be able to give the second, or like it goes hand in hand.
No, if you
No.
don't, like I said,
Okay.
you have 4 attempts. If you
Yeah.
make it in those attempts, you can
Mm-hmm.
give the next exam. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. And there is basically the 60, you only have to get 60% to make it through the
Okay.
exam. But that
Oh,
60% is also quite a
very tough.
task. It is.
I got it.
But
I got it.
people, if you have that dedication, you have to give a lot of time to this exams. That's the reason why I couldn't do it initially when I came here. Right now, I feel
Yeah.
more settled. I can, think about studying and giving more time to my education.
So, assuming everybody or whosoever is viewing this
Mm-hmm.
might, feel that okay, what would be the exact tenure if I clear my exam in first go? Like, evaluation is done in 6 months. Suppose that she or he sits in the first exam and she clears. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
that she appears in the second exam. So, is it like in a year's time, if they are clearing all the exam, will they be a pharmacist?
I would say a year and a half. Then you have to give like a law exam that is called the jurisprudence. It's just once you
Okay.
pass to the province you are studying in, you have to just follow, there are different laws in different provinces for the medications
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just that exam where you're registering your license, right? So
Okay.
basically this exam is a federal exam, so i can
Okay.
i can go in any province I want to, but I
Uh-huh.
cannot obviously have my license registered in 2 or 3 provinces. That is not legal. I can give this exam from anywhere in Canada. Actually, I can give this exam sitting in India as well. Just for the
Okay.
last exam I need to be here, and the PBC also gives you supporting documents for your PR. So if
Okay.
people are applying for their PR, there is an ECA, the
Okay.
credential certificate that they will provide, that helps
Okay.
boost your
Points,
score. Yeah,
express entry points.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So you have given a wonderful aspect to people who are also planning for immigration if they have done their
yeah,
pharmacy graduation from their countries, right? That
yeah,
means that now you given two aspects to it, that you were already inside Canada
yeah.
and you did your evaluation, then your first exam, then your second exam,
Hmm.
and the third licensing exam. That
Hmm.
means there are three steps, right?
Three
Now,
steps.
now the people who are sitting in India, if they are doing an evaluation that is an ECA, they obviously they'll get some ECA scores, and on the basis of the score, their CRS rating will increase, and then they can get in PR. But after getting the PR, they have to still go with this examinations.
I would
Yeah.
think so. And people, whoever has invested so much time in this exam, I would say give this exam because there's a high demand of pharmacists in Canada. Plus, the wage is pretty decent and it's a pretty stable job. Nothing can stop the healthcare, right?
You know what?
Healthcare, right? So
So the next question which comes to me, though, it's not related to our interview today or meeting today, but how much a pharmacist can earn, if they get the licenses out here, because that would be something which people really want to understand. Yeah.
So depending which province you are, Toronto, it is a bit less because there is a lot of immigrant population and there is a lot of
Okay.
competition there. So I would say there it would be at least 40. But in if Manitoba and if you go like provinces like Alberta, this Alberta start is 55. Manitoba, the start is 45 and up. Mostly 50 actually right now. The market is
Yeah.
for $50 per
Yeah.
hour. So the
Yeah.
pharmacist gets paid that much, and it's a pretty respectable and a value-added job. So yeah,
So yeah, it's really good that, in any of the province, if you are
yeah,
there in Canada and if you get this licenses, that means after evaluation, the three steps which you told just
yeah,
now, you can earn between 40 to $55. So
easy.
that's really pretty good, if you multiply.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
makes a lot of sense. Even I'm planning that we should give this exam, though I don't have any background. Jokes apart, I don't have any inkling or any kind of understanding about pharmacy, so I'm not going. But yeah, I'm really interested for my viewers because there are a lot of people who ask us, what is the process of being a pharmacist, how to go about it. We have done this, or we really want to do pursue pharmacy. So there's last few questions, Sarah, before we conclude this. If a student who is pursuing grade 12th in their country back, maybe any country, and they want to pursue a complete pharmacy education out here, so what are the steps or what is the education generally Canada give to be a pharmacist?
So I do know because I have a lot of friends who
Yeah.
are graduates from Canada itself. So basically you need to take a prerequisite. So basically you'll get into Bachelor's of Science. How things work here
Okay.
is you have to take some courses, like science courses, basically biology, and there's different courses that you have to take to make up that grade. And then I think there is an entry level basic exam that you have to give for getting in. So once you get that, and then you enter pharmacy, so which is a 4.5 year or something like that here, and you become a
Yeah.
doctor of pharmacy here. So it
Oh.
is changing. Um, and there is a lot of scope of pharmacists because they are prescribing minor ailments. So you don't have to
Oh.
really go to a doctor for like a urinary tract infection or like an eye, like a minor eye infection, like a conjunctivitis or something like that, right? So a pharmacist is able to prescribe things. So that's why they are getting the title of doctor of pharmacy. Um,
Oh.
so they basically they have to do the 4.5 years. They have to go through rotations, and in the end, they also get to give the same exam that we give, the MCQ. They don't have to give the evaluating exam, the first one, because obviously they've
Yeah.
done almost 5 years in that right
Yeah.
curriculum. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need to. They have to
Yeah.
give the MCQ and the OSCE, which is like the last one is the oral exam. There is an
Okay.
person taking your not interview, there would be like a live scenario, and then you have to counsel the patient, and that's how that exam is judged on. And then yeah, if you pass that, then you just have to give certain hours to the pharmacy as an intern,
Mm.
pharmacy intern,
Mm.
and then the juris exam, and then you're done, you get your license.
Excellent, Zara. So the information was, I mean, everything was new for me, and probably the viewers would have really enlightened and got a lot of information about Canadian pharmacy system. Yes, and there are few more terminologies while I was doing some research. Though I'm not the right person for this, but I would like to mention, like if you are thinking of North America, specifically for USA, the exam would not be same. So do your
Yeah,
research. There is another examining body, that is NABP, and the exam is also different, probably NAPLEX you have to give over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So you have to do your research better for USA. We are specifically talking about Canada. And we would be coming up with more such reels and videos about different profession. This is about pharmacy. We'll be coming about medical law and physiotherapy and many more. So keep viewing us. Any special value addition you would like to give, or any advices, or any maybe the materials where you study for your exam, or is there any specific coachings or tutors where they should refer and study and prepare for their pharmacy?
There is a lot of sources. There are a lot of institutes, like small institutions that do small courses for like 4 months, like Pharma Chief, Misbah. Pharma Chief is the one I am doing right now, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
They help a lot. They're very helpful. They're very thorough with what they are doing, like PVC stuff. Like they go exactly according to what the guidelines are and whatever is the latest, information.
Uh-huh.
There is Misbah, there's Pharma Spirit, there's a number of,
Oh,
and there is textbooks. There is pharmacy textbooks, CTC, and all the
okay.
other things. Yeah, it's easier to look up, but there are a lot of sources that people can get. And don't worry about it. If you are dedicated, you can get through anything. So this exam is like, it won't be too much if you decide to do it.
Thank you so much, Zara. Thank you so much. The valuable information you are giving probably is, I mean, a lot of people may not be knowing when they landed, or probably people might have struggled a lot till now,
Yes.
and the information you are giving in hand to them would definitely be helpful. So, thanks a lot from all the viewers, and we wish you best of luck and see
Thank
you
you.
flying in Canada. Thank you so much.
Yeah, glad I could help. Take care, guys. Bye.